Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel your body settle into this space, your shoulders, your chest, your hands. Now, think of a time you met someone who utterly captivated you. Maybe it was the sparkle in their eye, the way they laughed at your jokes, or the way they seemed to see you in a way no one else ever had. It felt like magic, didn't it? Like you'd finally found someone who truly understood you, who made you feel special, chosen, even adored. Your heart raced, your cheeks flushed, and your body responded to their warmth and attention. You felt lighter, brighter, more alive. But beneath that dazzling exterior, there's often a hidden truth, a mask that conceals something far darker. Today, we're peeling back the layers to reveal what lies beneath the narcissist's charm. We'll explore the allure of charm, the hidden manipulation, and how your body and spirit can guide you toward freedom. This is a journey of recognition, healing, and reclaiming your power. Behind the charm is often manipulation, deceit, and emotional abuse. The narcissist uses their charisma to disarm you, to make you feel special, and to gain your trust. But once you're close, the mask begins to slip. You start to notice the subtle put-downs, the backhanded compliments, the way your feelings are dismissed or twisted. You might hear things like, "You're too sensitive," or "I was just joking." When you express hurt or confusion, your body tenses, your throat tightens, and a cold shiver runs down your spine. You feel confused, isolated, and doubting your own reality. You might replay conversations in your head, searching for clues, wondering if you're overreacting or imagining things. You might find yourself making excuses for their behavior, blaming yourself, or trying harder to please them. But you're not imagining things. Your instincts are trying to protect you. Your body is sounding the alarm, even if your mind is still caught in the spell of their charm. Let's go deeper. Imagine a relationship where everything seems perfect at first. They're attentive, affectionate, and seemingly devoted. But over time, you notice inconsistencies, moments when their words don't match their actions, when their kindness feels conditional, or when their anger flares up unexpectedly. You might feel like you're walking on eggshells, never sure what version of them you'll encounter. Your body reacts, your stomach knots, your shoulders hunch, your breath grows shallow. These are signals, whispers from your body urging you to pay attention, to protect yourself. Your body knows the truth before your mind can catch up. That flutter in your stomach when they say something off, the ache in your chest when you realize you're being used, the exhaustion that sleep can't fix. These are signals, whispers from your body urging you to pay attention, to protect yourself. You might notice your shoulders hunching, your jaw clenching, your breath growing shallow. You might develop headaches, digestive issues, or insomnia. Your body is keeping score, even when your mind is still caught in the spell of their charm. Let's pause for a moment. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe into that space. Whisper to yourself, "I honor what you're telling me." Your body is your compass, your guide, your truth teller. It knows when something isn't right, even if your mind is still trying to make sense of it. Let me share a story. Emily met someone at work who seemed perfect, charming, attentive, and full of compliments. She felt seen, valued, and excited for the first time in years. But as time went on, she started to notice subtle changes. Her new friend would make jokes at her expense, dismiss her feelings, and take credit for her ideas. Emily's body reacted. She developed migraines, stomach aches, and trouble sleeping. She blamed herself, thinking she was too sensitive or overreacting. But her body was trying to tell her the truth. This relationship was toxic, and the charm was a mask. Your body is wise. It remembers every hurt, every betrayal, every moment of doubt. It also remembers every act of courage, every boundary set, every step toward freedom. Listen to it. Trust it. Let it guide you. The narcissist's charm isn't about genuine connection. It's about control. It's about creating an illusion of perfection while hiding their flaws and insecurities. They want to be admired, envied, and feared. The mask keeps you guessing, keeps you hooked, and keeps you from seeing the real person beneath. Let's explore why they wear this mask. Narcissists often feel a deep emptiness inside, a void they try to fill with admiration, attention, and power. They use charm to manipulate others, to gain trust, and to secure their position. They might play the hero, the victim, or the savior, whatever role gets them what they want. But beneath the mask, there's often fear, insecurity, and a lack of empathy. They're terrified of being seen as weak or flawed, so they construct a persona that's flawless, charming, and irresistible. They might mirror your interests, your values, even your dreams, making you feel like you've finally found your soulmate. But this is just another tactic, another way to keep you under their spell. The mask is seductive, but it's also fragile. When you start to see through it, when you set boundaries or express your needs, the mask might slip. You might see anger, defensiveness, or even rage. You might be accused of being too sensitive, too demanding, or not understanding them. But this is just another manipulation, another way to keep you off balance. Healing begins when you start to see beyond the mask, when you trust your body's signals and your intuition, when you recognize that charm can be a trap, and that true connection requires authenticity and respect. Let's talk about what this looks like in real life. You might start to notice inconsistencies in their behavior, moments when their charm feels forced, when their kindness feels conditional, or when their anger flares up unexpectedly. You might feel a deep sadness, a sense of betrayal, or even anger. That's okay. These are the emotions that lead you back to yourself. You might also notice patterns in your own reactions, moments when you make excuses for them, when you blame yourself, or when you try harder to please them. These are signs that the charm is still working its magic, that the mask is still in place. But every time you notice these patterns, every time you honor your feelings, every time you set a boundary, you're breaking through the illusion. Let me share another story. Mark was in a relationship with someone who seemed perfect, charming, attentive, and full of compliments. But over time, he started to notice subtle changes. His partner would dismiss his feelings, make jokes at his expense, and take credit for his ideas. Mark's body reacted. He developed headaches, stomach aches, and trouble sleeping. He blamed himself, thinking he was too sensitive or overreacting. But his body was trying to tell him the truth. This relationship was toxic, and the charm was a mask. Mark started to set boundaries. He spoke up when he felt hurt, and he stopped making excuses for his partner's behavior. It was hard at first. His partner reacted with anger, defensiveness, and even rage. But Mark held his ground. He trusted his body, his intuition, and his truth. And over time, he started to see the mask for what it was, a facade, not a reflection of reality. So, what can you do? How do you protect yourself from the narcissist's charm? Set boundaries that honor your feelings. Listen to your body's warnings, the tightness in your chest, the knot in your stomach, the exhaustion that won't go away. These are signals, whispers from your body urging you to protect yourself. Seek support from trusted friends or professionals. You don't have to go through this alone. Share your story, ask for help, and let others support you. Document your experiences. Write down what happens, how you feel, and what you notice. This can help you see patterns, trust your instincts, and make sense of what's happening. Practice self-compassion. Forgive yourself for being drawn in by the charm. You were never the problem. You were just looking for connection, for love, for belonging. Remember, you deserve relationships that nourish your soul, not drain it. You deserve to be seen, heard, and valued for who you are, not for what you can give or how you make someone else feel. If you've ever been dazzled by charm, only to be hurt by the truth, you're not alone. Your body, your heart, and your spirit are guiding you toward healing. Subscribe and join our community As we uncover the masks, reclaim our power, and walk the path of authentic connection, break free from the illusion. Your truth is waiting.